Should I just?
Yeah, so
whenever you're ready.
Whenever you're ready, as if you were just picking up.
When you talk about table, I also think about this table in this coffee house, because it seems as if that's part of this movement too, is to take worship out of the church building. In fact, I've heard some folks wonder whether if Jesus came back tomorrow, he would approve of the amount of money we spend on our beautiful facilities and our stained glass windows and all of those things that were created to glorify God and yet cost money that could be used to feed the poor and, as you were saying, to take our ministry out into the world. So it seems as if people are really being creative about where worship happens and what it looks like.
Right, and it can be anywhere. So it might be in people's homes, in coffee shops, in a park, in a pub, over drinks. A variety of things, but it's where people tend to congregate and want to be in relationship with others with the same focus and hunger on talking about spiritual issues and spiritual practices and how to live one's life in a whole way that Jesus might have asked, you know, if Jesus were to come today, what he would be asking us to do or calling us to do.
Right. Now, before we sound like the world's biggest advocates of emerging church or emergent church, I think it makes sense to talk about some of the concerns that have been voiced about this new form of worship. As an example, people who love that liturgy, that they're used to a particular order of worship, I think there are those who worry a little bit that we are losing something that's essential for holding us together as a community of faith. Have you seen services that work, even though they don't look like typical worship services?
Sure, there is still those, you know, using that early church model. I think in some of that mystical piece of using candles and icons and meditative practices, very contemplative in many ways, singing ancient hymns that don't necessarily need organ and all of that, but really are from the people that come to that. So still following an order of worship in many ways, but is more rooted in everyone brings something to it. So the liturgy is built in many respects, but still has the core elements. But it is walking that fine line that there is, I think there is tension in that. But it's an exciting way, and it's not for everybody. I think there will still be times and places for people to continue to worship in those traditions that they've been used to. But I think the emerging church practices are allowing new and different ways of experiencing how God can touch our lives and can be present in community in different ways.
We have to do that again, because I was looking at you, not that.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Why don't you both do it again? Start again.
It's okay, just